up, guys? In today's video, we've got a brand new Playtime Chapter 5 trailer that was just sent over to me early, so you guys already know what to do. We're going to be breaking it down. We're going to see what we can find, and of course, before we do that, if you're new to the channel, subscribe right now if you guys are into Playtime, because we're going to be covering it as quickly as we can, and leave a like on the video. All right, so let's go into this. So first of all, I've got a new trailer. Second of all, apparently in this trailer is a release date, but we don't have that yet. I mean, it's going to be revealed to us whenever it's revealed to all of you guys, so I'm very excited for that. And third of all, we've got 3 thumbnail screenshots, and usually in these, they show off even crazier things. So we're going to start with the trailer. We're going to break all that down. Then we're going to get into those 3 new screenshots, and we're going to see what this is going to have in store for us. So for right now, though, on screen right now, we've got the new trailer. Let's go ahead and give it a watch. Here we go. Ooh, okay, so this is that fake outdoor area that we've seen before in the other trailers. We're going to have to go back to those and, like, see what we can piece together. The hospital again, or the experiment room. Oh, who's breathing? Oh, there's something big and girthy walking around. Something with a dumpy's walking around, and it's not me, because I'm here. So that's got to be the prototype, 100%. It's got to be him. Yep, I knew it. See? I can tell these things. Look at him walking around in there. All the poppy heads. What is that? Oh, wait, that's that goo that we... Okay, we've seen that. That's from... We've seen that all... Wait, what is this? Experiment table? Huh? Oh, no, he's experimenting on someone. He's injecting them with... whatever that is. Oh, wait. I recognize that wall, I think. Oh, what is that? That's what it's experimenting on, whatever that is. Looks like a smiling critter or something. Oh. Wait. Don't tell me. It's going to show the prototype. It's going to show the prototype. Is this going to be our first look at him? Oh, come on, please. Please. He's right there. Come on, a little bit closer. A little bit. Don't... Whoa, wait, that's not a good sign. Chapter 5, broken things. Hold on. No, that's a really bad sign. The fact that we heard Poppy there? In the other trailer, she's getting chased. She falls, right? I remember. Wait, what is that saying? Oh. It's saying something. I can't tell what, though. But listen, listen. Listen. So faint. Right here. I can't tell what that says, but it says something. It definitely does. All right, let's get into this. So we're gonna have to watch some other trailers though to piece these things together, because I know in the other ones they've shown this. So this fake outdoor area, we saw this in gameplay screenshots, trailers, stuff like that. Red Huggy Wuggy down there, kind of cool. The dog that we've seen before with his tongue out, we've seen that. It looks like something happened here. There's a bunch of red stuff on the ground. We know what that is. A lot of red stuff. It looks like they keep dogs out here though, right? Like this doesn't look like an area where you keep children, I don't think. But it's like, look, you got like the fake windows, the fake, you know, walls. Everything about this area is just completely fake. So they're keeping something out there, but I don't know what. My guess is whatever they're experimenting on that we see later on. Hospital area, we've seen this, like the experiment, you know, different sections of this building that we've been seeing. We know Huggy Wuggy shows up in this hospital at some point. There's also this giant hole, which I'm assuming is from the prototype, but he's been walking around causing, you know, girthquakes and also just putting holes in walls. He's just like me, dude. It's crazy. This is crazy. So he goes through here though, and look, something's been getting dragged off right here. There's, you know, a bunch of red stuff on the ground right there. Bunch of red stuff. He's been experimenting on something and dragged it through this hole and then down that way. Or the body. No, wait. Whatever it was died here, like down here, and he dragged it that way through the wall. Kind of crazy. And what else do we see here? This is odd. This is the same. It's like, it looks like almost like a chair that they would force someone, like you sit in it and then you're forced to watch something right here, right? Like on the projector. But it's themed around, looks like maybe a mantis, judging by that right there. This is character themed, and obviously they're on like a poppy rug as well. So they're forced to watch something here. My guess, some sort of brainwashing, you know, setup here. But I think once we watch the other trailers, it'll really piece all this together. Here's the shaking. What's this, by the way? New grab pack hand? But why? It looks like a metal hand. This has to be something very important. We know every chapter we usually get, I think every chapter actually we have gotten a new grab pack hand, and I think this is the one that we're going to get for this chapter right here. I don't know what else that could be. I don't know. Obviously, it's zooming in. We hear the shaking. It's got to be coming from the prototype, but right here, if that's him, how is he not shaking the ground here? Like, look, he's putting cracks in the ground, but it'd be shaking, and it's not. It's cracking. So maybe that giant noise isn't coming from him. it's from something else. We know Huggy Wuggy's here. He's not that big. We know the new character. We don't know who that is, but they're nowhere near the size to shake the ground like that. It's got to be him, right? It has to be. The poppy heads, not a good sign. Like I said, I think whenever we watch the other trailer, we'll really piece that together, but it seems like she's part of the prototype now, which is really bad. This is that goo that we've been seeing, once again, in the other trailers. Something's been leaving this behind, and it seems to be he's injecting it into these experiments that he's been doing. We see these bottles right here, but we can't tell what they are. They're labeled, but it's too blurry. This is from his point of view, like what he's seeing. It's too blurry to be able to see what it is. Yeah, I'm thinking whenever he picks it up, can we see it maybe? Oh, look, this right here. This is a robot. Like, there's a robot right here. So he's experimenting on... Is he experimenting on this random smiling robot? I think he's just experimenting on random things. Like, we know he's experimented on a lot. Like, the experiments are all the way up to, like, 1,000, aren't they? So, Buddy's experimenting on a random smiling robot, turning it into something horrifying. I think. So, wait, this is what he's injecting it with. Yeah, you can't read that. No, I don't know what that says. There's no telling. This room right here, so I think this is connected to the experiment table, right? He picks this up. I think he chose his experiment off of this wall. Huggy Wuggy's hand is there. We know he's experimented on him. There's a bunch of other, like, little pieces of other dolls and stuff. This guy right here, I think that's a smiling critter. It's kind of hard to tell. Another one of his experiments, though. He drags them from the wall, and they all leak red stuff, which is not a good sign. Really not a good sign. Look, this is alive. So, yeah, whatever's on this table right here, it's alive. Its foot is moving right here. Oh, no. And it cuts to this, so it makes it seem like that's what he's working on, but I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is, though, he's going to cut it open with that blade. Wait. Hold on. When he turns the blade, is that our first look at him? Or is he working on Braun? I didn't even think about that. Because that's the reflection of... It's either the reflection of whatever he's working on or him. Imagine it's Braun, dude, the whole time. He's Braun. That'd be crazy. I didn't even think about that, though. Oh, my gosh. Wait, it moves a little bit. Now, you can't tell what that is. And obviously, we end up seeing the prototype. And he does say something. What does he say here?
It's time to go home.
It's time to call home or time to go home. And then the chapter's called Chapter 5, Broken Things, right? Yeah, so he breaks things, puts them back together. Or, you know, puts them back together and then they're broken. Because, you know, Buddy doesn't know what he's doing. That's interesting. Dude, I wish we had the release date right here. And then whatever this is at the end, the creepy whispering, I'm going to need you guys' help on that one. All right, now I actually want to watch the older trailers. Let's see if we can piece a few things together here. Okay, so first of all, one of the trailers that we missed was this one. It's not really a trailer. It says Happy Holidays. I don't think this is anything. I didn't watch it, but it came out around Christmas, so I think it's just Christmas themed, right? There's humming and a tree with a glowing exclamation point on it. What? Is that like a trumpet? Who's playing that? There's someone playing like a Happy Holidays. What is that? I can't tell what that is. Huh. I mean, this could be a hint for Chapter 5, but I just don't know what. I mean, I think if I knew whatever this was, if I knew what that was, I could probably maybe piece it together, but I don't know. And then in the fire is, of course, Poppy with that sign. That sign is everywhere, and she's always on fire. I think now, I mean, now obviously we know she's part of the prototype for sure, but this is the main thing I want to go back and watch, this one. So, this I remember. Yep. Yeah, look. So, hold on, how long is this? This right here, whatever we see run by, which I still don't know what that is, it turns into something. But that conveyor belt, that's what we saw in the new trailer. Well, sort of. This is like all the things these are all the pieces that he uses to build stuff. So the Huggy Wuggy hand, the other like heads and bodies. This is probably an experiment room, right? Or like, I don't know what this could be. Because obviously the stuff on this conveyor ends up going to the prototype and he ends up using it on his experiments. This is how he pieces them together. Experiment 1202. So this is him. I don't know what happens here. I'm trying to piece this together. Something runs by one of his experiments, or maybe one of the children. And then it transforms into something. It gets like electrocuted. I have no idea. It's interesting though. We're kind of starting to piece it together the more trailers that we get. This is somehow connected though. Obviously this is connected to that hospital and to that fake outdoor area. This is one of his experiments. Obviously because it's connected to this, the pieces of it. and then something happens to it. Either he grabs it and it transforms into something, or I have no idea. Okay, let's watch the final trailer one more time, because I think that'll piece a lot more stuff together, and then we'll get into the 3 new screenshots. Okay, so here's that original trailer. I want to watch this. I want to see, because I think with what we know now, we could probably piece more things together. Okay, hold on. So we see Poppy. Now we know... That's... Whoa. Wait, okay, so after watching that new trailer, it's time to come home. Is that not what they said at the end of it? So this is the prototype saying this to her. He's chasing her. He ends up getting her, and she becomes part of the prototype. And then they end up saying it's time to come home, both of them. And look, there's those tubs that we saw of like the goo and stuff. So yeah, she's in the prototype's like experiment area, the hospital area, and she ends up getting captured by him. No, we're people too. Wait, that's what was on the experiment table. See, this is why we go back and watch these things, because now we're able to piece it together. That's what was on the experiment table. So he finished the experiment on it and got it to chase after Poppy and capture her, probably. I don't know what they're saying in the back. So she falls here, and she runs into, I think you guys were saying its name is Lily Lovebraid. We're gonna have so much fun. So Lily Lovebraid captures Poppy and gives her to the prototype. So yeah, she's working with the prototype, obviously. I mean, we kind of knew that. And she ends up giving Poppy over to him and fusing it. I mean, maybe not though. Maybe that's what they're hinting at, but something's gonna happen and she doesn't end up getting becoming part of the prototype. But like, he makes us think that, because like right now that's what everything's kind of leading to. Like, she ends up becoming one with him, but maybe that he's gonna try to trick us with this, and at the end it reveals that, you know, she's not actually part of him, or because she is part of him, maybe she can help us out. I don't know, in the final fight or whatever ends up happening. Very interesting though, to see nonetheless. Very interesting to see, because piecing all this together, that's the guy that was on the belt, or you know, on the table. That is you know, this is obviously in that hospital, because we see like the goo tubs and stuff like that. It's cool to be able to piece all this together. All right, let's get into the new gameplay screenshots though, and let's see what's new. Okay, so here is what we have here. Now, usually these reveal some crazy things, and I saw a little version of the image, and yeah, something crazy is in here. But this is the first one. So it's the prototype. Yeah, this is... I can't wait to see what he looks like. They're keeping it secret, which I think is a good idea, but man, I wish I could see him. He's got these big metallic legs and the hands that we've seen throughout all the different chapters. I remember, man, all the way back when Mommy Longlegs ended up getting grabbed, this was the hand. It's crazy to think, though, that this giant monster was that close the whole time. Like, every single time we defeated one of his experiments, he was always right there, but he's huge. Like, he's huge. Unless he's, like, really lengthy, and he can, like, send off his arm to go do things. Look, there's, like, a bone there or something. I don't know. So, yeah, the whole time, though, he's always been kind of, like, right there. But he's so gigantic. I can't believe that. Next up, though, we have this. So, yeah, this one's crazy. Look at this. This is the thing on the table, right, that he was experimenting on. That ends up... We see it in the vent whenever it's chasing... This is one of those things that's chasing Poppy, working for the prototype. Obviously, it's one of the prototype's main experiments, because we've seen him many times now. And this is one of the ones that he was working on in that new trailer. Look at all the different things he was injecting it with. And he ends up turning it... Look, it's on like a chair, too. A dinosaur chair, which is very cool. It's themed. It's got a speaker box inside of him. Catnap has one of these, right? But it's like used for the gas, isn't it? But maybe it's also used to communicate. He has no eyes, though. Doesn't even know where he's going. He's got like these electric rod things instead. Very creepy. It almost looks like Yarnaby kind of, but like without all the fur on it. Like, look, all of his fur is gone and he's bleeding. That's creepy to think about. Like, that's so much pain, I imagine. All that has to be so painful. Yeah, this guy is gonna play a role in the game. We obviously know that, like a big one. Like him, the Lovebraid or Lily Lovebraid, whatever you guys said her name was, the prototype, Poppy, who ends up probably becoming part of the prototype. Like, these are all going to be big parts of the chapter. But let's see what the first thumbnail is right here. So this is it. Oh, wait, what? Why is it Catnap? Okay, it's been a long time since I played chapter, what was it, 4? Or no, 3, right, with Catnap. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's been that long. It's been years. So at the end, though, doesn't the prototype drag off? Is it just Catnap's head, or is it the entire body? Regardless, so why is Catnap here, back in like a baby plush form? and it's bleeding. It might be because, look, on the actual claws, you can see there's blood there. It might be from that, but no, I think Catnap is bleeding. He's going to bring it back. We know it's going to be part of him somehow, but this is on the experiment table, right? It's got to be. So, like, we've got two different experiments. We have this one, which we've seen in the trailer already. We know this guy ends up coming to life. And this one, which we haven't seen yet. But, I mean, it's got to be coming back at some point, right? Maybe this is the hint that Catnap will be back. I mean, you can see there's, like, gas in the background. And didn't we see gas in, like, other parts of the trailers as well? So, yeah, I don't know. This is very interesting to see. It's very interesting. They're keeping everything very secretive, but at the same time, they're also revealing quite a bit. I think what's my guess is... Okay, wait, I actually want to know in the comment section down below. When do you guys think the release date for this is going to be? After you see the release date, or before you see the release date? My guess is, okay, hopeful guess, like kind of crazy, probably not going to happen, February. Most likely, no, middle of the road would be like June, July. Most likely, unfortunately, is probably going to be end of the year, October, November. But my hopeful guess is June. That's my most hopeful guess. I hope that's when it ends up coming out. Really hopeful would be, like I said, February, but we'll see. Imagine it's like end of January. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. I'd be so excited. But yeah, guys, I'm in this video here. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.